people, welcome back to Politricks Watch. This is Therapy. Today, doing a follow-up on the adverse video. I'm telling you it's a new name for jacket, adverse. Get an adverse. But based on the feedback of the Armenian people after the first video, we dropped the video about the adverse results, and last time look about 80,000 people watch it. So all kind of stories start pop up. But them tell us say if we know bad mind artists and fight against scammer, then the bad no tune in. Of course we know that's rubbish. But we like to play along with LIQ. Just like a child. Say a pitney no really have much sense. So when them say foolish things, they kind of play along with them. You know that, but you play along with it. You're like, yeah man, you can drive it. Right now you can go and go drive it. But no go so. Same thing with LIQs. And then them say, bad mind scammer, I'm saying I'm a true man for you, bad mind scammers and artists. Just play along with them. But nevertheless, after speaking to a whole heap of Armenians, people are messaging me and telling me all kind of story regarding adverse. People are telling me say them are adverse. Look YouTube and recently find out say me are adverse. All the years my father is not my father. When I tell me say look YouTube and me up all hate my quote unquote father. Hate my father all my life. Quote unquote father, all if you find out say me are adverse. And the man that me hate don't share my DNA. But throughout the stories them, one profession, one job title stand out more than others. The most common job title and profession, career, whatever you want to call it, stand out more than any other. I'm not going to tell you no. I'm going to tell you who that man is, who that profession is, will lead the charts when it comes on to making adverse results with the woman name. You might be surprised, but then again, if you are, you're probably one of my frequent unicorn buyers. Remember, if you download them video cause I'm telling you say in the future, thing I go underground. Remember, say we know it already, they're going to rewrite history, they're going to downplay the Politricks Watch movement. They're going to downplay the movement, downplay the PIA. They're going to act like numbers don't matter, they're going to act like facts and figures don't matter, they're going to act like cultural impact from a movement started on YouTube don't matter. Them I tell you say you just like a small thing with those bad mind scammers. So before that start, you have to download the video them. And pass them down the line. And have to start smuggle them like home and smuggle diet coke. So I have to start do it one day. They might tell us if you ignore the fact that the Politricks Watch movement is the most viewed independent platform in Jamaican history. It was nothing more than a little bad mind section that people just fight against artists and DJ and lawyers. Download the video them, especially the classic them. But before we go into that and reveal the profession, we have two birthday shout out. First one goes out to Dave, aka Gano. This is coming from your son Sean. He might tell me say look a YouTuber. When you shout out my father for me. When you shout out my father. Sean I tell me say not just him but Gano are both loyal listeners of the look a YouTuber. Right. And when time the video them drop, sometimes them have all epic debates. Right. But the video them, right, IQ skyrocket through the roof. Because you know your mind, your brain, right, your meds is like a muscle. See when you go gym and you lift weights and you get stronger. Right. When you feed your mind with high IQ, high frequency level reasoning, you get sharper. Right, you get better, you get fitter mentally. That's why I'm warning about the world of foolishness on the sing and listen to a daytime. But a fool in brain cells and free to kill them off if you don't want. Right, in the name of entertainment by any means. But, Gano, your son I know say you're a great father to him. And he wouldn't be who he is without you, without your guidance. Him love and him respect you. That's Gano coming from his son Sean, aka Sean J.A. Boss from the Patreon squad. Next up we have a name one that year before from the Patreon squad. Happy birthday, Governor. And we talk about the governor from the Patreon squad. The real governor, cause him show me the evidence. Say long before such man, people are calling him governor. We now talk about the dopey but DJ boy, whose 3 minutes of fame has come to a violent and abrupt end. May his career rest in peace. Sorry, I mean peace. We now talk about that dopey but there. We are talking about the real governor from the Patreon squad. Bro, big up yourself. Live long and prosper. You don't make Gary the regular reason. Alright, so I'm not even have to send no more to you. Alright. Big up yourself. If the child is the jacket and the mother is the tailor, then the man will actually get her pregnant. The real father, is he the needle? DNA guy not easy, you know. Not easy. Now last video I'm telling about DNA guy. That's a Mr. Duar. Run big DNA business. Much people gone down there. Surprisingly, most of the people that gone down there are females. People want to hear if them son get adverse, if them brother get adverse, if them uncle get adverse. Some of them want them not even sure what I want, so them go do adverse tests. But the DNA guy never stopped at just dropping the 47%. Now we see it broken down by parish. So I'm going to tell you now, who is the most common person we hear about being the needle. Because the pitney of the jacket, the mother of the tailor, and the real father is the needle. From the many conversations I've had with Ironmanians since the DNA video drop, and from my own personal experience as a born and raised Ironman, and now things that me hear from others, because sometimes you experience some things where I say maybe it does, maybe it does a couple coincidences, maybe it's just some anomalies. Then when they hear the rest of Ironman say yard and abroad, then you realize, hold on, then this is the norm. Do you know who is the number one profession, job title, career, we get woman pregnant and make other man raise the child thinking it's theirs? The most common profession I have seen since the DNA video drop is the pastor. It has to be studied. The most common, I've heard all kind of story. Look YouTuber, and the woman over here so, and my woman over here so. Man, I'll tell me story about them mother. Man find out say them a jacket, and I tell me who they find out the real father. And the most common profession, ironically but not surprisingly, is the pastor guy. Pastor man a fling some hood there. You better hide your woman. Not the DJ boy, you know. I've had some conversations with people in the PIA since that video dropped. Even though no see me drop the video, we still talk to the people them. Me and the Patreon squad are reason. Me and the PIA are reason, same way. This story them a come back to back. The most common job title, pastor. Let me tell you something, Ironman guy. When the pastor flings seed, whichever church brother is unfortunate enough to be with that church sister, dog nearmeth thy supper. The pastor guy, let me say that one more time. When pastor guy fling seed in the church and in the community, any church brother that is unfortunate enough to make the pastor guy get a hold of feme wife, dog nearmeth thy supper. The most common profession when it turns out who was the real father, pastor. And then when time I sit down and I really think about it, because as I said, these are things I observed in a real life. But I say, well, you know, that's just anecdotal evidence. You know, some few cases show it don't reflect across Ironman. It does, apparently. I wonder if you know, said the pastor guy Can't take with anyone on woman. Guy. I wonder if you know say the man on afraid that DJ take on a girl. On afraid that Chopper take on a girl. The real Gallis one must fear is the pastor guy. And obviously LIQ, we're not talking about all. There's always some slow person on the back. You're trying to say that all who the cap fit make them wear it. Most Jamaicans grew up in a church. Well, at least back in the day, I don't know about now. But back in the day, people didn't have to go church. Most people didn't have to go church. And from them time they can spot that in a church, the pastor was that guy. He was that guy. The way the church sister them look on him, the submissiveness they have for their pastor. So therefore it should come as no surprise that the pastor guy is desecrating their neglai. And brother Carlton and brother Jim Bob is raising the pastor man child. Don't take it up with me, guy. Take it up with the people them who are sharing these stories. You think you are Gallis? Go down in your local church and you will see Gallis. Enough woman, if them husband tell them to do nothing, no care how menial the task is. Them turn to the storybook. No matter story that I will huff and I will puff and I will blow your house down. But if the pastor tell her say, strap herself to one of Elon Musk rocket them and go Mars, go take up one piece of stone, carry back, come give him. She shall be on that rocket, guy. So it's no surprise. So the most common job title me I hear about is pastor. Sister Mary claimed pastor called her down me at a special one-to-one meeting. When really, right, her neglai was getting a beating. It wasn't no prayer meeting. It was neglai beating. Brother Carlton, dog, name guy, stop. I'm just telling you what the people them a tell me. I'm just telling you what the people them a tell me. It's not surprising though, because I've always asked the question. Something is not adding up here. The most spiritual people in the world, most churches per square mile and all that, meanwhile leading the world in murder rate and jacket. Well, now we know the pastor guy contributes massively to the jacket. Sorry, I mean adverse. Now, me not telling the church brother say he must go to the DNA. But I'm just saying it's spooky. I've been telling you before, me no want a man go tell no woman, yo, she must ask if you want DNA. Me not sending nowhere, guy. I don't send it nowhere. Right. Enough man look on it like he done gone bad already, so I'm going to tough it out, then tough it out. Don't call my name, guy. Me never send it go nowhere. I'm just saying it's spooky, and I'm saying dog nyameth thy supper. Right now we're going to look on the adverse statistics for Ironman by parish. It has to be studied. It has to be studied meticulously. I saw the big word go. Meticulously. Is that a word? Can somebody from Winnipeg confirm, please? According to the DNA guy from 876 DNA, found done here about the 47% average. When them look on the map of Ironman, even in the best parish, it's vile. When we look on the map of Ironman for adverse results, even in the best parish, and by best me mean them have the lowest amount of adverse results, the figure is still vile. Let me just say this right now. If you live in Manchester, born in Manchester, right now, if you even drive through Manchester one time in your life, dog, nyameth thy supper. 70% of the DNA result from Manchester came back with adverse results, it has to be studied. If you're born in Manchester, move to Manchester at one point in your life, even if you just drive through Manchester if you go somewhere else, dog nyameth dice up. 70% are where the crocodile clitoris are going in Manchester. 70% if you are a Manchester man, dog nyameth dice up. A war going in Manchester. And because the breeze so cold long there, Eagle Eye need constant warmth from wherever that warmth may come from. Any man we can't get Eagle Eye in the Iron Man. Move to Manchester. You must get some. These results are vile. 70%. It has to be studied. Portland, 50%. St. Thomas, 50%. I'm sitting at the bottom, them single out Spanish Town. Why? Spanish Town is vile. 67%. Spain Town have a good on. Portmore, 35%. You know you're living in a strange and bizarre world when 35% of the people them turn out to be jacket. Sounds great. Where's the donkey when you need it? Our man is so spooky. That's 35%. Just call it 1/3. Cause 1/3 about what? 33.3. Just call it 35%. Let's just say 1/3. Our man is so spooky for adverse. That's when DNA run from a place and you realize that 1/3 of the people them turn out to be adverse. That's a good day. Arimanians, dog, nyameth on the supper. When time used to make the video man tell them say, guy, it all ties into each other. The culture and the mindset, the ugliest, loveless, unwanted pitting them. When you make pitting for fun, when you make life for fun, you will take life for fun. When you make life for fun, you will take life for fun. The meds, they fly over enough people head. Because they might tell them about poverty cause. They tell the guy, culture and mindset. The only part loveless, hugless, unwanted people them will just make picnic for sport. And them think they tie back in into the culture. And they end up with the bag of sci-fi and JJ Nakis them. But when they make man a Winnipeg tell them to say a poverty and if you need to get a little more money in your pocket, then the crime wouldn't say aye. Iron Man is so messed up that 35%, 1/3 is considered great. Spanish Town, 67%. That's vile. But don't think when you see her in the background, they say no Anova. You try hide. When you say Anova try hide, we're in the back with the 60%. 60% is vile. Remember, most of these come from the women. Gone down there and say, yo, something looks spooky. Check this to me there. Imagine if more men went to the DNA office. Imagine if more men, the majority of people who go to the DNA office, the majority of people who link DNA guy, are females. Mother, granny, sister, auntie of men. Plus then the other some of the women them who not sure what the real father because in a one night, 17 man they get it and she never really know how it go. So she just want a little confirmation. Suppose the man them start turning up in greater numbers because me know enough man have doubts. And then afraid to go because of the ego. Ego, pride and quote unquote shame make enough man don't want to run the DNA. Enough man don't even want to find out the truth because the truth might make them drop down. And they must save some of these numbers because it will probably get worse. When 35% is considered success, you know that society is vile. So you cannot be surprised when time I tell them to say, guy, look at their heroes. Look at Jamaican people's heroes. Look who them idolize and run up and down the streets. Where some of the most acidic, demonic, of men can become heroes to the masses. And some of the greatest Jezebels we've ever seen can become heroes to the women. And then you're now saying you're surprised that Iron Man lead the world in jacket. Guy, are you surprised in a society where women are now proud to call themselves Gen Z Jezebels lead the world in jacket? And 35% is considered excellent. Are you surprised? When you can tell me for something mother I want, you know. That's all I can do. You suck your mother, you're a bad man, chill, you want to take away your girl. Well, me glad him take her away, cause I get one jacket anyway. Let me say it one more time. Yo, suck your mother, cause me say DJ take away your girl. Me say scam take away your girl. Well, me glad him take her away, because me get one jacket anyway. According to these numbers, some of these places touch close to home and the numbers them high. High, according to these numbers, very likely me get one jacket anyway. So by taking her away, according to some of you, scammer take on my girl and artist take on my girl. So he actually did me a favor because him saved me a jacket. Because him saved me from spending vast sums on an adverse. Vile! These dopey bots have made it where it is now shameful for a woman even. So you know what? Publicly, I'm not deal with certain things. Right. That's shameful. Oh, yeah, eat that girl. I never that. A bad girl, me like bad girl will do this and that. They're no shaming women who say, you know what, me depend on that. The public. Because me tell you already, the guy. Privately, right, even Maybelline, right, will go up on our head top. I've made several videos about this. Not because when you see a woman don't behave certain way in public, that means that she quote unquote boring. Enough woman want to consider lame and boring, and then on the same and them man they feel want 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, and I say she lame and boring. What him seen her more than him seen her you. Not because a woman don't behave certain way publicly and make the world see what I want. Not because some women don't proudly wear the tag of Gen Z Jezebel. That means them quote unquote boring. Enough woman who you think stuck up and guani, you want to see when time she a guani on the body. The problem with your favorite Gen Z Jezebel is the whole of Arbitrary and Marchman Road can tell your stories. Everything in reverse. Now the woman them sound like man and the man them sound like woman. One time a man used to say, yo, I want to man take a look at 2 juke and go on business. I want to dog, yo, I don't want a girl, call my phone dog, yo, just take this and cut dog. Right now the woman them say that. And that's great because now you're still young and now you still have a little vibes. But I assure you, it's not go nice. Manchester, Spanish Town, Hanover, Ironman as a whole has to be studied. These results are vile. It's fascinating, isn't it? That by coincidence, people are obsessed with murder, death and destruction and degeneracy. Sadness and destruction and who skin out over all lead the world in a jacket and murder rate. I'm sure it's a coincidence. I'm sure it's poverty fault. Yeah, it's poverty. Because there's no poverty anywhere else in the world. Matter of fact, Ironman poverty is unique. We know every year 10,000 Jamaicans die from malnutrition. And you frequently see ribs sticking out of sight of Jamaicans walking down the road as they can barely find a slice of bread to eat. This is what a Winnipeggian envisioned when he thinks of Jamaica. It has to be studied. And let me say this for the video end. Because I'm abridging a reason about this. From the PIA. Him say, look at YouTuber. When time I look at my brother them, and my sister them, I know say my mother did bad. PIA guy, you're vile. Once I look at YouTuber, when time I look at my brother them, and my sister them, I know my mother did bad. There's no other explanation for it. So right now, I not even want to call no woman, no bees and no hoes and anything because if somebody give me a time machine and I go back in time go look at my mother, I'm going to drop down. It has to be studied. Past that guy, most frequent profession. Right, from the conversations I've had with the people. Man find out say him pastor there with him wife. Him challenge him wife and make her know say we have to leave this church. Just make him know say no, you have to leave this church. Pastor guy! Don't take it personal, just a little bad mind. Make already. Patreon squad big up on themselves, PIA, you don't know, more life. Ultra squad, stay circling. Bless.